The future is not going to be great for feminists. You guys are going to get the equality that you're asking for. Men are not going to protect women in the streets. Men are going to stop signing up for the infrastructure jobs. The birth rate's going to keep falling, and the future is going to be bleak. What's your plan when men stop doing the dirty and dangerous jobs that keep society running?
If you could hold your mic.
Sorry, I'll say it again.
Can you give me an example of which jobs you're referring to?
Logging, plumbing, crab fishing, oil rig.
Yeah, those are dominated by men. They have the physical capacity to do it. Men and women are built differently.
What's your plan when they stop?
I mean, we're going to have a problem. Are you suggesting that women should be forced to work on oil rigs and things like that?
What is your plan?
That's a
What do men
ridiculous
get out
question.
of doing those jobs?
I don't have a plan, Pearl, for a situation in which men no longer do those jobs. Maybe you do it. I don't know.
What's your plan when men start walking away from marriage? What's your plan?
So, do men or women get a raw deal from marriage? Because you just said men walking away from marriage. So, is he culpable for doing that?
What is your plan when men walk away from marriage?
Is he responsible for walking away from a marriage?
What is
or
your
is
plan?
he just never guilty of anything?
My point is you shit on men.
I don't shit on men. I love men.
Yet the very microphone you're using was built by men. The building was built by men. And there's no gratitude or appreciation. You just tell them they're not doing enough.
Got me. You got me. Yep.
So what's your plan when men start walking away from society?
What do you mean by walking away from society?
When men stop doing the dangerous jobs, when men stop getting married, when men stop having kids.
To be quite honest with you,
plan?
if American men decide they no longer want to do those jobs, very likely our government will import men from countries where they're willing to do those jobs. That's probably how it's going to work out.
What's your plan when they date American women and then decide to stop too?
I'm not worried about that.
Of course you're not.
No.
We need to understand that feminism is not founded on facts, reason, or logic. It's simply a reaction to a weak, absent, or toxic father. It is based on trauma. It is based on hurt. And it breaks my heart to see so many women be so led to this toxic movement, which has damaged relationships, destroyed societies, infiltrated the church, even affecting Bibles themselves, changing words that do not match the Greek and Hebrew just to feed this cancer. Feminism is not a joke. I know it's funny to kind of joke around with it, but it's really serious. These women are hurt, and the devil is encouraging them to feed on this hurt instead of getting rid of it. When we address feminists, we can't use logic, because all we're doing is reminding them why they are feminists, reminding them of the pain, reminding them of how their father treated them. And all they're going to do is shut off, scream, get angry, report you, attack you maybe. And because of feminism, we now have toxic male movements like the Fresh and Fit podcast and the Tate brothers, who respond to feminism, which is the complete opposite of what can destroy feminism. All that's going to do is increase feminists, make them more feministic. And that's not what we want. What we want to do is break the chain completely. Break the chain of the weak fathers, which creates the feminism, which creates the toxic male movements. You want to destroy that chain completely by being that godly, biblical man that they can submit to and love and cherish and feel safe. And I've heard some beautiful stories of feminists who have found the right guy and they've submitted. I've met girls who've told me they used to be feminists or their friends used to be feminists. And they were like, I'm a strong, independent woman and I don't need a man. And then the right man came along and they said, okay, I submit. What feminists need is not a weak man. They need a real strong man. A strong man that can handle them when they go off the rails. A man who can lead them. A man who does not allow them to take advantage of, but at the same time has patience. They need a man who can lead, and their fathers have failed them. There's a movie I watched that came out in the 1950s called A Rebel Without a Cause. And in the film showed 3 different teenagers with 3 different types of bad fathers. You had the weak father, who didn't man up. You had the toxic father, who would physically abuse his children. Then you had the absent father, who was never there. And all 3 teenagers had different ways of dealing with it. But what they all had in common is they were rebels without a cause. Brothers, if you're watching this, be the man that they need. Be that strong, loving man. Be the man who's not a pushover, but is patient and kind. Be the man who has self-control. Be the man who can lead. Be like Christ. If you like this and want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up. And click that notification bell as well. God bless you, man.
Yeah, Jesus! Yeah, buddy!